Welcome back for Stevens Skin Softener. I'm Merlin Olson, and joining me is Professor John R. White from Washington State University. Professor White teaches clinical pharmacy and can actually read the ingredient list on the back of some of those skincare products and know what some of those five-syllable words mean. Professor, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
We just kind of ticked through a list of some of the problems that can help develop dry skin in people, but there are problems that go well beyond just dry skin, aren't there?
Oh, sure. There are many major diseases that can cause dry skin. For example, seborrhea and psoriasis are related with very, very dry skin that can, of course, cause many problems.
I know that a healthy body reflects in a healthy skin. Are there internal disorders that would also show up on the skin as well?
Sure. In fact, many internal disorders are elicited or shown by the appearance of the skin. A good example would be diabetes.
So I have dry skin or cracked skin, or I've got an itching problem. I want to find a product that's going to work for me. Give me the short course here, Professor. Talk to me about what kinds of ingredients go into moisturizers.
Okay. Most moisturizers that are used today are based on occlusive properties or occlusive nature.
All right, occlusive. Give me a little help there.
Occlusive agents are agents that form a barrier across the skin. The theory is that if you block moisture from leaving the skin, that the skin will be moisturized by virtue of the fact that moisture is not being lost.
Now we have some of those hiding back here, right?
We have several of the leading occlusive agents used in the United States today. These two are petroleum-based products, petrolatum and mineral oil. They are highly occlusive. They're very greasy. They stain the clothing.
Oh, wow.
In individuals that use these products, or products that contain mineral oil and petroleum or petrolatum, if the person washes their hands, they'll wash these substances away and will have to reapply them.
So you just really, when you wipe that on that's that greasy stuff you just keep wiping and finally spreading it out on the skin. Huh?
And if you get it on your clothing, it will stain your clothing. Another occlusive agent that's used in the United States is lanolin. And lanolin comes from wool. It's called wool wax. It is very occlusive. It's more greasy, if you will, than the products that you've just touched. In fact, I would recommend that you not put your hand in the lanolin. Lanolin is derived from wool and is associated with a very high incidence of allergic reactions. So most dermatologists will tell their patients who have had in the past allergic reactions to not ever use a product with lanolin because of the high likelihood that they'll develop an allergic reaction when using the lanolin.
Well, now I have read the list on the back of this Stevens Skin Softener product. I know we don't have any petrolatum or mineral oil or lanolin, but let's talk about what's actually in this skin softener.
Very good. In place of using occlusive agents, Stevens uses natural moisturizers, and we'll talk about those in just a moment. It also uses water, a form of deionized water.
Deionized? What kind of water?
Deionized water is a special type of water that it's the purest form of water you can get. Other substances in the Stevens cream include vitamins, which act as moisturizers and may actually act as a form of nutrition for the skin.
There's also an emulsifier in there.
If emulsifiers weren't added to these natural oils, then what you would have would be two layers of compounds in the cream, which is not what you want. You want a nice, homogeneous, velvety cream, which is what Stevens has produced. In doing so, they've used several naturally occurring oils as moisturizers. Jojoba oil is the major moisturizer. Other moisturizers in Stevens include sweet almond oil, apricot kernel oil, avocado oil, and castor oil. All of these oils act to moisturize the skin. They're non-occlusive, they're well absorbed, they're quickly absorbed into the skin, they don't clog the pores, they leave the skin with a velvety feeling rather than that greasy feeling that's commonly encountered.
Which I still have on this hand. So you're telling me, Professor, that Stevens skin cream will actually carry moisture into the skin?
It is a moisturizer that takes moisture into the skin rather than acting as a barrier to block moisture from leaving the skin. Stevens is a well-formulated product. It's composed of naturally occurring moisturizers. Those moisturizers are stabilized with the best possible emulsifiers to yield a very high-quality moisturizing cream.
Professor, thank you very much for giving us the short course and helping us to understand more of what goes into moisturizers.
Thank you, Merlin.